So here's my favorite three penny stocks for this next little while. Hopefully this year, really, but hopefully at least the next several months. These are good ones to look out for. Most of these are pretty much just now reaching that penny stat, so around 1 penny total. A lot of these were like a tenth of a penny earlier in this year. So now's the time if you're gonna try to get on some of these. A lot of this information I'm just pulling from stocktwits.com. Seems to be a pretty good place to pick up a lot of names. So these are my favorites. Just gonna make a short one. You can do most of the looking up, and there's all kinds of different article links and a handful of YouTube videos that other people have already really done that pretty much touches on what these companies are doing. But these are over-the-counter penny stocks, so always a risk involved. I wouldn't recommend dropping too much on anything like this. Just what's you basically got to consider it gambling. I mean, it's really a form of gambling at the end of the day when you really look at it. So these are just ones that I found that I thought could get some more exposure out there online, and hopefully more people will see these. But ticker symbol GFTX. This is basically a fiber company doing some things in technology that we've really not seen before. Like I said, I'm not going to get real heavy into all these companies because you can find majority of that online. I'll post a couple links there, but I don't want to make this a long-winded video. So GFTX is the first one, and as you can see, I'm on stocktwitch.com here with this ticker symbol. So I'd recommend just making a free account on this website, and then as you find these different ones, just put them on your watch list so you can keep ahead. Keep an eye on which ones you might like, and you might find new ones all the time. So yeah, that's a good one. Then a lot of times you get other recommendations of other ones down here. So that's been one of my favorite ones this week. I got in on that pretty early there, early on in the week. So there's that one. The next one is Viper Networks Incorporated, ticker symbol VPER. That's around 2 pennies. I got in on, I think it was around about 3/4 of a penny, roughly, like 0.007678, something like that when it got in. So, I got in on it kind of early. I'm just planning on holding these for a while. I think a lot of these have the potential to do really well this year. So this is, again, another good one you can find on stocktwits.com to read about it. Basically, they're getting applying for different government contracts to upgrade different cities, like lighting and all these different efficient lights that could save some of these cities millions of dollars per year. I believe they've already got a contract like literally set in stone. I believe it was the city of Chicago. So it could be big if other cities catch on and start using these guys with what they got. Could definitely be some real big potential with that one. So that one's looking good. And then the other one I found here lately was Dark Pulse Incorporated, ticker symbol DPLS. Again, another technology company. And let me see here. As you can see, definitely right around that penny mark. This is a little bit more up in the air. They've had a few runs in the past. If you look back on their chart history, they've had a few runs before. The kind of like pump and dump, like they got pumped up a little bit and then it got dumped and went back down. So this will probably be my least out of these three I've talked about. This will probably be my least one that I'm excited about, just because it's done things before and then seemed to go nowhere. But it's being heavily talked about now, so definitely at least worth looking into for sure. They got more information on darkpulse.com, and then again, like I said, there's a bunch of different articles and stuff in here that were listed. So those are the three I'm keeping my eye out on right now. There's a handful of other ones too. I'll probably make another video on some of these other ones, like OZSC, BMIX, and a few others. So keep your eye out on those. But yeah, these are definitely three that are like really inexpensive right now, and even people with really not a lot of money could, even if it's just $100, $50, something like that. I mean, you could get in on a handful of these shares. Most of these I've got from either E-Trade or maybe even Ameritrade. I think you can get most of these on, and I know there's other platforms too, but the popular ones, like, a lot of people want to use like Robinhood or Webull. Good platforms for other things, but not necessarily for these. A lot of times you just can't buy these types of over-the-counter or the pink sheet ones off there, so you'll have to keep that in mind. So I'd probably just do like an E-Trade account would probably be the most popular name out there for these. So there you go. Hopefully that gives some people some information there. Like I said, these are just simply speculative stocks for the most part. There's never anything set in stone here, so just some information to go on, and just trying to get the word out on some of these, because I think they definitely got some potential. Like I said, what's cool is, I mean, even if you can only throw in like $100, I mean, if you can just buy and hold for a while, see where that goes. I mean, that could end up eventually turning into several hundred for some people, or several thousand, or heck, some people that can afford it, probably could eventually become millionaires if you get really lucky. I mean, it's just a lot of it's luck when it really comes down to it. But like I said, just looking at these, and probably do some more of these as I find different ones out there. There's other channels out there that cover some different ones like these, but I definitely don't recommend this to be your main investing strategy. I mean, I always like to make that clear. I mean, you should still be doing the Vanguard Wellington funds, or S&P 500, things like that. I mean, those should be your main things. This should just be like a side hustle, or just side cash, things like that. Like I said, you almost have to look at these like it's a trip to the casino. So all right, we'll have more coming up.